Hello, you're welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you for stopping by. Today we are continuing with our answering of exam style questions on the Cambridge IGCSE mathematics curriculum, the paper 2, which is the non-calculator paper. We have some previous videos where we started answering these questions. As you can see, this is question 18. It means we've answered 17 questions so far. Please ensure you watch these other videos, and the links to these videos have been provided in the description box. Now, this question 18 is a mensuration question. It's talking about shapes. We're looking at cylinders, cubes that are melted into spheres and the like. I think it's quite interesting. Let's get right into it. Now, a cylinder with a radius 2 centimeters and a height 8 centimeters has the same volume as a sphere with radius 3 centimeters. Find the value of h. So here we're being asked to find the height of the cylinder, given that its volume is same as that of a sphere. For me, I'll rather draw first. So I'm going to draw the cylinder here. Okay, pardon my cylinder, it doesn't look pretty. I just like to draw. It helps me to visualize. So the radius of this cylinder is given as 2, and I'm looking for its height. I'm told that its volume is same as this sphere, whose radius is 3 centimeters. Now, the formula for finding the volume of a cylinder is pi r squared h. And that of the sphere is 4 over 3 pi r cubed. Now, the question says it has the same volume, so I can equate this to here. And I've been asked to make h the subject of my formula. Please note that this radius is for the cylinder. So I'm going to write a little c down there, and this is for the sphere, so we don't mix them up. All right, so let's just make h the subject of the formula here. Before we go on, we notice that pi shows up on both sides, so we can cancel out pi. Making h the subject of the formula, it becomes h equal to 4 over 3 rs cubed divided by rc squared. Okay, so this is h equal to 4 rs cubed over 3 rc squared. I hope this makes sense. I just put these two together. Okay, so this is the same thing as 4. What is our rs? That is the radius of the sphere, times 3 raised to power 3 over 3 times, what's our rc? 2 raised to power 2. This is the same thing as 4 times 27 over 3 times 4. 4 here, 1. 4 here, 1. 3 here, 1. 3 here, 9. So our h is going to be 9 centimeters. All right, to the next one. Here we have a solid metal cube. It has sides of length 20. So now we are dealing with a cube, and it has a sides of length 20 centimeters. The cube is melted down. That means it's the same volume we have, but it is now made into 40 solid spheres, each of radius r centimeters. So what has happened is that this our cube has created 40 spheres. So the volume of the cube should give us the volume of 40 solid spheres. Let's write that down. 40 times the volume of spheres. Formula for finding the volume of spheres will be 4 over 3 pi r cubed is given by the volume of a cube. Remember, the volume of a cube is just the length cube, that is 20 cubed. I hope we understand. 40 spheres were gotten from the volume of the cube. Okay, so let's tidy this up and make what r the subject of the formula. Why? Because the question says show that r is the cube root of that. So let's tidy up both sides and let's see how we get our answer. So tidying up this side, I'm going to have 40 times 4 over 3. 40 times 4 is going to be 160 over 3 pi r cubed equals to 8,000. Okay, I'm trying to make r the subject of my formula here. So I'm going to have my r cubed will be given by, I move everything here to this side. If I move my pi first, it becomes 8,000 over pi. This is 160 over 3 here. It becomes 3 over 160. Okay, so I've moved everything down here, and that gives me, let's try and take it down a little bit. This cancels this, 16 here, 1, 16 here, that's 50. So my r cubed is given by 150 over pi. And that gives me my r as what? The cube root of 150 over pi, just as required. Please note, if you're given a question to show that, you can't work from the answer backwards. You need to actually do the work. What is the work required here? What's the work required here? That for us to show that when we melt the solid cube, we're going to have 40 solid spheres. I hope you understand this. Now, let's go on to the very last question on this page. Here we are told that a solid cylinder has radius x centimeters and height 7x over 2. The surface area of a sphere with radius r centimeters is equal to the total surface area of the cylinder. Please, let's unpack that. The surface area of a sphere, so instead of dealing with volumes as we've been working here, we are dealing with surface area now. Now, for your sphere, its surface area is given by 4 pi r squared. That's what gives you the surface area of your sphere. For your cylinder, it will be given by 2 pi r squared plus 2 pi r h. You may wonder how. Think of your cylinder. When you open your cylinder up, you have a circle at the top, you have this, and you have a circle at the bottom. So the area of this circle is what? Pi r squared. The area of this is also pi r squared. That's where we got the 2 pi r squared from. This rectangle here, this part of it is the height, while this length here happens to be the circumference of this circle. And how do we find the circumference of a circle? 2 pi r. So the area of this will be given by 2 pi r h. That is why the total surface area of a cylinder is given by 2 pi r squared plus 2 pi r h. I hope you understand. Now we just need to substitute all of this. Like the previous question, we are told that the surface areas are equal, so we equate the surface area formula for both the sphere and the cylinder and make r the subject of the formula, because here we are told we should write an expression for r. All right, so let's get right into it. I'm going to have, for the sphere, I have 4 pi r squared is equal to 2 pi r squared plus 2 pi r h. Okay, let's tidy this up. I think it can look nicer. I could have 2 pi r outside and r plus h inside. I think that's neater. And I have 4 pi r square here. Looking at this, the pi's cancel out. 2 here, 1, and I have 2 here, 2. So this becomes 2r squared equal to r into bracket r plus h, and my r square will be equal to r, small letter r into bracket r plus h, everything over 2. Notice we are almost there. Now it is r square we have, but we actually need what? R. So our r will be given by the square root of r into bracket r plus h over 2. That is what will be that would be the formula for finding out. But they didn't ask us the formula. They want us to have specifics because we've been given our radius as x and our height as 7x over 2. So let's just substitute these values and we're done. Okay, so our r will be equal to the square root of x, we open our bracket, x plus 7x over 2, everything over 2. So this is going to be x plus 7x will give us, that's x into bracket 9x over 2, everything over 2. Simplifying that, it becomes the square root of 9x squared over 4, because x times 9x is 9x squared divided by 2 divided by 2 again, that's times 1 over 2. So that's how we arrived at this. So this becomes, well, what's the square root of that? Square root of 9 is 3. The square root of x squared is x. And the square root of 4 is 2. So our r is given by 3x over 2. All right, so we've come to the end of this particular question. Thank you for watching. I hope you understand it. Please go over it, and yippee, we're done with question 18. And we move on to question 19, which is on functions. See you in the next one. Bye.